channel and setup. So today I'm going to explain your economic 4th chapter, public finance and budget. So, so let's go. Usually a person usually a person earns income. So he earn income in the form of rent, wage, rent and wage, daily wages, like interest. So he will get interest if he put money in bank, and or and profit. So if a businessman is working, he will get profit in his business, but they spend money. Oh, individual individual spend their money for day to day requirement, what they want. They earn spend their money requirements. They spend their money, as well as earn higher income income in future requirements. For future requirement, he will earn more income. So balancing the income sufficiently for our requirements for so therefore balancing balancing expenditure become important. Yes, it becomes important. So when we spend more money than income more money than our income, we have to borrow money. We have to borrow money or take money as loan or something. So the the management of income the management of income of a person, debit and expenditure of a person is called as public finance. Personal it is called as personal finance because it is our money, so we have to balance it. Personal finance, it is called as. So what is personal finance? So personal finance is the income, expenditure and debit of a person. However you write personal expenditure, you can write first income, debit or anything first. This is called as personal expenditure. Same, the government has to see income and expenditure expenditure and study of this is called public finance. It is called as public finance. That is personal, that is your, but this is called as public finance. So let's learn about public finance, our first topic. So meaning of public finance. Public finance public finance means how the government raise revenue, means take the money on the put the tax, raise revenue and expenditure revenue and its expenditure, how they balance it or how they increase its revenue. This is called as public finance. So next, as Dalton says, Dalton says public finance. Dalton says public finance is considered. So with double comma, he says that it is concerned with income and expenditure of public authorities expenditure of public authorities, and with the adjustment of one to the other so they should adjust it one to the other. That is called as public finance. Public finance is study of how government manages its income and expenditure. Study about this is called as public finance. Importance of public revenue. So what are the importance of public finance? So the government activity of mobilizing revenue, increasing revenue, incurring expenditure, and increasing the loan, raise loans means they put more they are mobilizing revenues and making expenditure less, and they raise loans means the banks loan give no, so they raise the interest or the part of fiscal policy. So that are all the parts of fiscal. So the objectives of fiscal policy is achieving economic growth and maintenance of a maintained economy, means they should get economic growth or so these are the objectives that policies work. So the government usually spends revenue collected from taxes. They spend on revenue collected from taxes. Money raised by borrowing. So by this the government usually spends revenue. So this increases the growth rate and economy and benefits to the people and benefits for people. So since these are all the part of annual budget, since these all are the part of annual budget, so annual budget, these are all the part of annual budget. Now about what is budget. Next topic, budget. since government, since all the government of India, since prepares prepares government prepares the budget and present every year, presents every year. So in India the financial year start from April 1 and ends on 31st March. Budget for next year. Budget for next year is prepared in the current year. Prepared in current year and placed in Parliament. Placed in Parliament for approval. So for approval they will place in Parliament and they will show budget. They will calculate the budget on that year only. Means April 1 to the March 31st only they will calculate it. What is budget? So what is budget? They may ask for 1 marks. What is budget? So the budget is the statement of estimated. It is the statement of estimated income. So it is a statement of estimated income and expenditure of the year. The budget, income and expenditure of the year prepared by the government. This is called as budget. So this is called as budget. So the statement of estimated income and expenditure of the year prepared by the government is called as budget. So the central and state government prepares their budget. Prepare their budget. Normally financial minister of central government prepares the budget. Prepares the budget and presents it in Lok Sabha in February or March. So there will be discussion in the budget and they should give approval for budget before 31st of March, because from 31st of March only the new budget financial year starts. Budget can be of three types. So budget can be of three types. First one is surplus deficit. Next one is balanced budget. So these are the three types of budget. So if budget shows excess revenue compared to expenditure, then it is called as surplus budget. So if the expenditure is more than revenue, then it is called as deficit budget. If the expenditure and revenue are balanced, both are balanced, then it is called as balanced budget. Balanced budget. So they may ask for 1 marks surplus, write about surplus budget or deficit budget or balanced budget. Next topic is public expenditure. If the expenditure is made by central, state or local government satisfy collective wants of social. So what are the wants needed for people? Social. What are the people needed, what they want in if we give them, then it is called as public expenditure. What means if the sewage system is not, if the government makes it, then it is called as public expenditure. If they make more anything big, then it is called as for public expenditure. So public expenditure has to keep improve the climate of expenditure. Means they should see correctly, we should do correctly expenditure, we should expend here, we should give money or not, they should see it. So it should provide incentive to save, innovate and improve. So they should save money, innovate something new and improve it. So let's know about the goals of public expenditure. What are the goals of public expenditure? So the first one is promote faster economic development. Next thing is they should promote industry, trade and commerce. They should promote industry, trade and commerce. Promote agricultural and rural development. They should promote rural development. And the next one is they should promote balanced regional cooperation. They should have nice cooperation, regional cooperation. They should promote, and they should provide agriculture and rural development. They should give good industries, and they should help for trade and commerce. And They should provide faster economic development, means they should give economic development fast. They should build socio-economic overheads. They should build socio-economic overhead, means they should build fastly the railways, trains, metros, roads that are socio-economic. So they should promote full employment. Promote full employment means give employment to all the citizens, full employment. And the last one is they should maximize social welfare. Maximize social welfare. They should maximize the social welfare. So these are the goals of public expenditure. So they may ask for 2 to 3 marks. Write the goals of public expenditure. So you have to write if they ask. So these are the goals of public expenditure. So next topic is public revenue. Public revenue. So what is public revenue? Public revenue is the income. Public revenue is the income mobilized by the government, means mobilizing by government. So they takes income from you for the purpose of financing of government activities, means for the purpose of some governmental activities and making of some roads or something, some works. They will take the money as tax, and for your, and they will make roads, railways and facilities given for the public. They will provide. So for that they will take you money from you money. So that is called as public revenue. So public revenue are of two types. Public revenue are of two types. One is tax government and non-tax government. Another one is tax source. One is tax source, not government, tax sources, and the another one is non-tax sources. Due to rising of income and increasing of requirements of the government. So the amount of revenue is also getting raised. So the constitution has also satisfied. Constitution has also specified the sources of revenue of state and central government. So in constitution also it is written, state and central government. Now shall we learn about revenue of central government briefly. Revenue of central government briefly. So let's learn about revenue of central government briefly. So the central government gets its source of revenue from various fields. It gets its revenue. So various sources, we can say. There are two types in that. There are two types in that how they takes the revenue. One is capital. One is capital receipts, and the another one is revenue receipt. So from these types, they collects revenue from people. Receipts. So I will continue the explanation from this topic in my next video. So till here you understand, I think so. So if you have like my video, like, otherwise dislike or comment on my video. If you have any doubt, put it on description. I will answer that, and subscribe my channel for more videos. So okay friends, bye, see you, take care, and have a nice day, and I will meet you in my next video. And don't forget to watch the description of next video. I will put these all pages in that description as PDF, making it PDF. So okay friends, bye, see you, take care, and have a nice day.